mic in and ready to fight. I bet ya I'ma throw them things, so haters best to think twice. See me, I ain't nothing nice. And climb up, it ain't no
everyone, welcome back to Cloud9 Intuitive. My name is Janine and I am here to do a collective reading for the new moon in Cancer, which is on June 28th at 7:51 p.m. Pacific time. Adjust for your time zone wherever you are in the world. First and foremost, thank you to all of my subscribers. I really appreciate y'all. If you're new here and I resonate with you as a reader, please hit that subscribe button, hit the post notification bell, drop me a comment. I really appreciate all the interaction, and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that might find some use in this information, to pop on by and see if I resonate. Anyway, Cancer new moon. This moon is a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag. A mixed bag of emotions is what they just said to me. So yeah, maybe a mixed bag of emotions. You might go from feeling like very tender, very vulnerable, really like and on the softer side of your feels, to anywhere from like devious and manipulative to like just outright like pissed, like angry, I'm getting like an emotional extreme, like really popping off about something that's gotten under your skin. A lot could go on here under this moon for the next couple of days. But Cancer energy really highlights family. It really highlights intuition, home, and that's like your physical home and that feeling of home as well. Ancestry, your roots, like where you're from, who your people are, and your emotional body. So all these things are going to be highlighted under this moon. The past specifically, things from the past might really pop up to be dealt with, especially like if there are past issues with family members, or you are like personally carrying some guilt for something from the past. That's going to come up to be purged here under this new moon, so that you can sort of like, it's like a rototilling the soil. It's like new soil, fresh soil here. And then there's really a real like getting really aligned with what you want, like with your desires and your needs too. Really tapping into desire, which could get a little bit sticky, right? Depending on how far you're willing to go to get what it is that you want. So I would be careful again of being impulsive or diabolical. I would just be really careful of like, you again, use your powers for good, right? You want to make sure you're using your powers for good, and not really sort of forcing your way into some sort of manifestation, because you want to make sure that you start everything on like high vibratory energy. So anything that's getting ready to start right now, especially if it has to do with like your home or your family, relationships, for some of you, like spiritual business, something like that. You know what I mean? You just want to make sure that you're starting off in the highest vibration possible. So let's go ahead and lean in with the Oracle deck. We're going to start with the Spiral Oracle, a couple of these, and then we'll lean in with some Tarot. I really appreciate you all for being here. Okay, let's see. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, we'll just take the ones that have come out. Inner Sun here at the bottom of the deck. Again, that's that high vibration energy, right? This is how you want to sort of keep yourself. You want to keep yourself you want to keep yourself in light, and you want to keep your energy as like a light force. So like making sure that you're like, that whatever you're listening to, watching, reading, that those things are of a higher vibration. Don't get like trapped down in news. It's really easy right now to get really bogged down in the news cycle. I really try my best to I'm an Aquarius, so my best is pretty good to compartmentalize some of those things. But here it's like really make sure that you're taking care of yourself in that regard, like what you watch, what you read, what you listen to, what you eat. For some of you, spending more time in nature, definitely spending more time in nature is here as well. And really like, I think instead of thinking like on such a macro scale here, really like bringing it down to the detail, to like the like thinking about things at a very like granular level. I guess that's the right word. Like even like considering the atomic structure of a thing, as opposed to like. Yeah, like considering the atomic structure of gold as opposed to like trying to like figure out how you're going to get this necklace that you want, right? It's like maybe like there's something here about like paring down to the very basic element of a thing. I don't know what that's all about, but I have the treasure here and sacred geometry. And I think, so I think what I'm seeing here is like when you are able to connect with something in its smallest form, right? You're able to then maybe like manifest it more easily. Another example would be like, say you want to build a house, right? And you have this, like, you know exactly what you want your house to look like, your villa, your estate, whatever. You know exactly what you want it to look like, right? It would behoove you to sort of break that down into like like what kind of wood do you want to use in the foyer? You know what I mean? As opposed to like this grand structure of a house, because like it is going to be almost easier to conceptualize and like imagine the wood in the foyer. It's those tiny minute details and connecting with those tiny minute details that then bring you into the new reality with Space Time Weaver. They sort of like allow you to again, they're showing me that building blocks card from this deck here, but they sort of allow you to get to like materialize it more easily. Okay, I'm gonna do one ancestor and then I promise some tarot. Let me see. Angel and ancestor message, please. It's almost like too, it's like we always say, like, even like, you know, everybody like dream bigger, dream bigger, dream bigger. Absolutely dream bigger. Yes, absolutely dream bigger. But what you have to remember is that like even the biggest dream begins to materialize like step by step in small pieces. Like it's like, unless like your dream is winning the lottery, which is I forget what I was reading that was saying that like putting your manifestation energy and winning the lottery is sort of like a waste, because it's telling you that like you only deserve abundance like in a one-time fluke type of accident type of thing. And so you want to put your manifestation energy in something that's like again, more concrete, little by little, piece by piece. Not the lottery, not the big house, but like the wood in the foyer, or a bank account that pays higher interest rates, right? Or you know what I mean? Or like your investments turning over or something like that. I don't know, something like that, doubling up. But it's that kind of energy. Here we go. And then Star Ancestor. Follow the voice of your soul. Follow the voice of your soul. And then White Witch. Is that White Witch? Yeah. Be the light. Be the light is what I was saying with that Sun card at the bottom of the deck. You have to like keep your energy pure and light by what you're intaking, so that you can then better hear the voice of your soul. Thank you. So that you can better hear the voice of your soul and sort of and sort of know how to go about the building of the house. Okay. I don't know if somebody's building a house out there. They're planning to. I don't know. Okay. Cancer new moon for the collective, please. I have this deck upside down in my hand, yeah. Two of Wands, Three of Wands, Chariot. Somebody might like, not just like pop off. Three of Wands, Two of Wands, that's Five of Wands, but like they might be coming to win too. Like somebody's not backing down, not backing down from a fight. That's for somebody out there. Somebody's not backing down from a fight. They're saying, remember compassion, remember love. Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Could be an actual Cancer that has to that feels like in the ring. Cancer's getting in the ring here. Or just this moon energy, right? The Chariot card is like one of the first cards out of the deck, right? So maybe it's just this moon energy that is making people really feel like, impulsive. Like I'm ready to end, ready to end it. Ready to end whatever it is, whatever the cost. Like that's the energy that I'm getting here. Like I'm going to end this, and I don't plan on losing, but if I do lose, it's cool because I needed this thing to end anyway. Knight of Wands, the World. Like been waiting too long for a change to happen, and it doesn't look like that change is going to happen. And so, whatever like fight or competition or something that's coming up here. Like you can no longer ignore the fact that somebody isn't moving right, or something isn't exactly what it purported itself to be here. You can't ignore it anymore. You can't ignore it because you know that there's something better. You know that there's something better out there. Tired of taking the crumbs here? No, don't want to take the crumbs. You're ready for something that's more equal. You're ready for something that's more equal, and so like in order to put yourself in a position to do that, you're ready to end, to blow up. I'm surprised the Tower's not out here yet, but you're like finally getting up the courage. You have the Strength card at the bottom of the deck. You're finally now getting up the courage to be like, no, I'm not waiting around anymore. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to make this change. So, because I know that this is what's out here for me. Two of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, better alignment, better opportunities. Like better pay for some of you. Some of you are like, hey, look, I can get paid way more than I get paid here, and like I've been waiting a long time for an appropriate raise or a promotion or something like that, and you're not coming with it. I gotta move on. It's time for me to move on. It's time for me to move on to get what I know is out there for me, and be in a place where I'm appreciated here. And maybe you've just waited a really long time to do this. You've waited a really long time to do this. It could be that there's some the Death card here. It's over. Whatever this is over. It's a wrap. It might end a lot like because of this moon energy is, again, mixed bag of emotions, because this moon energy is such a mixed bag of emotions, this might end a bit more brashly than it otherwise would have, were it not for these planetary transits. But if you're aware of that, you can take a deep breath, take a walk, come back and respond instead of react. But it could very well be that like a new opportunity, somebody came and offered you a new opportunity here. The Hermit, the Star, and the Ace of Wands. Someone came in and offered you a new opportunity. Possibly somebody that's a little older and wiser than you. Than you are. But it's like somebody believes in you, and it's like you've been waiting around for this other person to get, or this other thing to get with it and understand who you are. Like, they don't know who you are. They don't know you're a star. They don't know you're a star. And it's like, you're like, oh, well, I waited long enough for you to see it, and I'm like sitting here sparkling. I don't have all day. And for some of you, if you're in school, this is like a teacher recognizing you're a talent above the rest or something like that. And you're like, oh yeah, finally somebody sees it. Meanwhile, like, your siblings or your parents are like, yeah, whatever, to your course of study, like, they don't get it. But like, somebody finally sees how talented you are here. They're saying, remember what you said about you can take a walk and you can come back with sort of more emotional balance, and think about the way that you end something is like, you have to, the amount of work that you have to put into refresh the soil, refresh the ground, has a lot to do with the way that you end the thing that was there before, right? If you end it by burning everything down, I think the recovery period is a lot longer if you just sort of nicely pluck out the things that you don't want and set them to the side for someone else to gather, right? Because maybe this is the right job for somebody. Maybe this other person is the right person for somebody, but they don't see, they're not the right person for you because they don't recognize your talent. They don't recognize your shine. They don't know what they're looking at, is what it is. They don't know what they're looking at. Yeah, and you're ready to build. You're done with being overlooked, being passed up, and feeling like you're like, this is my time. This is when I get the recognition that I deserve. Like, for some of you, if you've been waiting for a long time for someone to commit to you, especially if you have other people that are interested in you, and this person who's dragging their tail, listen, don't spend your whole life waiting. Life's too short to spend it waiting and being consistently disappointed over and over and over again, right? Go where you can build. Go where you can build. Go where you can see having success. Go where you can go where the sun is. Go where the light is. The light that is reciprocal to the light that you're emanating from within you, right? Again, that sun card at the bottom of the deck. Go where that light is. Go where that light is. Look at all this. Look at this. And this is the connection link card. Go where the light is. There's a light that is an exact reflection of the light that you put out, right? And it's almost like you're not getting it where you are. You're not getting it where you are. The dark moon says, go to the light. Okay, let me go ahead and wrap this one up. Let's get a Shaman's Dream oracle to wrap it up. Whoa. Just one, please. Okay, there it is, slip and sliding. The Dream Thief, refusal of the call. Refusal of the call. I think you've refused the call long enough. You've refused the call to move along, to take your talents where they are celebrated, to take your love where it is reciprocated and appreciated, to take your kindnesses where they are returned in kind, right? You know what I mean? Like I think you've waited. You've refused the call to do that long enough, and now you're ready. You're ready for more. You're ready for more. The caution here is how you leave that past behind you. How you leave that past behind you. How much work are you going to want to have ahead of you to make it so that that the ground is something that you really do want to build on. Has a lot to do with how you leave that past behind. Okay. It says, the Dream Thief is a soft and compelling seductress. Her only purpose is to keep you hypnotized by comfort and sameness. She wants you to tell your old stories over and over so you don't evolve beyond them. Ask yourself whether you are reverting back to the familiarity of your origin story of why you were wounded or when you were rejected. Do you talk about how your family molded you as a child without also acknowledging that you've already become someone else? Teaching from an old wound will never allow you a new adventure. Instead, bring to mind how you've already changed, remembering that you have new stories to rely and build upon. Do you want to move beyond the barrier of glass that you've placed between you and the horizon? You can, and it's not difficult. Answer the call to a new adventure and drop your resistance to sailing the uncharted seas of your potential. The wind will soothe and sing the Dream Thief to sleep so you can wake up and move forward. You are much more than you know. Oh, you are so much more than you know. Now is the time to express what has lain dormant. Your new adventure has begun. Yeah, whatever you've been sitting in has sort of been holding you back. It's holding you down. And it's time to move around. Move around. All right. Well, that has been the New Moon in Cancer collective reading. I really hope that it resonated with someone out there. I am going to go over to Patreon and do an extended for this reading. And so if you are coming over there, we'd love to see you. So let's go. But if this is where we leave things, please know that I'm sending you so much love, so much peace, so many blessings. Excuse my nails. Bye, y'all.